Hi, I'm Michael Janich. I'm the category manager for knives for Blackhawk Products Group. I'd like to show you some of the new products that we have available here at Shotshow 2009. The first one is what's called the Be Warned. This is a Wharncliffe blade design, which is a straight edge tapering back that comes down to the point. This is designed primarily for personal defense, but it also has a lot of utility functions. It's very easy to choke up on the blade and use it with lots of control as far as the point is concerned. This is an AUS 8A stainless steel blade with a satin finish. Textured G10 handles that are actually machined so that the 420J stainless steel liners are nested within the handle. It's a liner lock mechanism. It's also set up so that the pocket clip can be positioned for tip up or tip down, left or right side carry, giving lots of carry options as far as the knife is concerned. Also has an ambidextrous thumb stud that allows it to be deployed very quickly. And this is a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $99.99. One of the other new products we have is actually inspired by one of our best-selling products, the Masters of Defense knife brand, or MOD brand. We had a knife called the Mark I, the CQD Mark I, designed by Dwayne Dieter. It's always one of our best sellers, but it was also a significant investment for the average user. So what we did was we took the same exact design, and rather than rendering it as the original was done with CNC machined aluminum handles, this is actually 420J stainless liners with an injection molded nylon handle over the top. It has a button lock mechanism, so it has a plunge lock. You actually press the button here to release the lock, and what that allows you to do is to open the knife and close the knife one-handed without ever getting your hand in the way of the blade. This was the first knife to be a rescue type knife, meaning that it has a carbide glass breaker and a seatbelt cutter incorporated into the handle. Although many knives have that now, the original version of this knife was actually produced in 1999 and was the first of its type. Again, it's very, very popular. Many military folks love this knife because it's a large knife that can be used very easily with gloves on. And also, a lot of EMTs like this knife because of the glass breaker function and the seatbelt cutter. The original MOD version sells for $350, a significant investment. This one is $99.99, full suggested retail price, so it's a great value. You may want to take the old one, put that one in the gun safe, take this one as your pocket carry knife. This is the one that's going to go with you everywhere you need it. Now, speaking of rescue tools, this is not a new item, but it is something that continues to have great popularity, and it's something that really has been successful for us, so we'd like to share it with you. This is called the Hawk Hook. It's a pocket rescue tool. And what you've got basically is a very small folding tool that actually can be used as a money clip. It's small enough to work very well as a money clip or clip like a regular folding knife to your pocket. And in one blade you have a flat blade screwdriver, a glass breaker, a seatbelt cutter, a serrated blade, a wire stripper, and a bottle opener, all in one tool. Now, glass breakers, again, are becoming more and more popular on knives, but one of the problems with the traditional carbide glass breaker is that typically when people strike with it, they don't know how hard to hit the glass. And in an emergency situation, you may not have time to put on a long sleeve shirt or gloves. It's very easy to drive your hand through the glass, have the broken shards of glass falling onto your hand, and you actually end up injuring yourself. With the Hawk Hook, it's actually designed to be used with this pinch grip. So you grip it this way, you strike with the glass breaker, and what that does is it allows you to use the speed of that strike to break the glass very effectively, but it keeps your hand safely back away from the glass as it breaks. So even though it's a very lightweight tool, it's actually inherently safer than a lot of other tools. And finally, what we'd like to share is the UK-SFK, or United Kingdom Special Forces knife. This is a knife that we designed specifically to meet the needs of British Special Forces. What you've got is kind of a fusion of two very powerful elements of military history. The handle on here is designed by Brent Bashara. Brent is not only a close personal friend, but he's also a former Tier 2 asset of Joint Task Force 2, a Canadian Special Forces unit that traces its history back to the Devil's Brigade. The blade is inspired by the Applegate Fairburn knife. Colonel Applegate was one of my mentors in close combat. He and W.E. Fairburn at the end of World War II designed this dagger profile. So when you put the two together, what you've got is two very powerful elements of military knife or edge weapon. This is D2 tool steel, so it's a very resilient tool steel. It has a black epoxy powder coat, and it's also available in a satin finished presentation version. In addition to the knife itself, we put a lot of thought into the sheath system for this. So what we've got is a sheath system that includes a release that is ergonomically similar to our holster line called the Serpa release. So in this position, it's locked firmly in the sheath. To release it, you simply depress this release with your index finger, slide the knife out, it's instantly accessible. Now, as far as the mounting for this knife, it's specifically designed to be mounted onto military MOLLE gear. The way we do that, the MOLLE gear consists of this nylon webbing. what we've got is these two mounting plates. This allows horizontal mounting on MOLLE gear. Most knife sheaths can only be mounted vertically. In this case, they simply slide through the loops. It allows you to mount this horizontally on MOLLE gear, which allows you to keep all your mag pouches and everything accessible. The knife rides nice and high, out of the way of all your other equipment. For those who do prefer vertical carry, we also include these two mounting plates. With these mounting plates, same type of thing. You slide it through, bolt it in place, and now it allows the knife to be carried vertically, either handle up or handle down on any MOLLE platform. And finally, for the guys who like drop leg platforms, what we've got is one of our standard drop legs. This one happens to be set up with one of our Serpa holsters. Well, what we've got is, with this series of mounting plates, we also have a center hole on each one of these plates. This center hole allows this to be bolted directly onto the drop leg platform. So now your draw stroke for your pistol and the draw stroke for the knife are ergonomically the same. All you have to do is remember to depress with your index finger as you draw the weapon. Draw stroke is exactly the same. The more common technique you have, the better off you're going to be under stress. So those are some of the new products we've got here at SHOT Show 2009. I urge you to come by and take a look. Thank you very much.